Ever stared at a massive spreadsheet, a sea of numbers stretching out endlessly before you, and felt utterly lost? It's a common experience. Our brains, magnificent as they are, often struggle to make sense of endless rows and columns of numbers. We're simply not wired to process raw data in that format efficiently. But turn those same numbers into a graph, a visual representation of the data, and suddenly, patterns leap out. Trends become obvious, and insights emerge from the fog. Data visualization transforms confusion into clarity. It's like putting on a pair of glasses that suddenly bring the world into sharp focus. Trends, the upward climbs and downward slides that tell a story of growth or decline. Outliers, those rogue data points that stand apart and demand investigation. And relationships, the hidden connections between different variables, become obvious. You can see how one factor influences another, revealing cause and effect. In Six Sigma and quality improvement initiatives, graphs aren't just helpful, they're absolutely essential for understanding complex processes, identifying bottlenecks, and ultimately, improving efficiency and quality. They provide the visual evidence needed to drive meaningful change. Minitab is specifically built for this purpose. It doesn't just crunch numbers in the background performing complex statistical calculations. It turns those calculations into clear, actionable visuals that anyone can understand, regardless of their statistical background. Each graph in Minitab is a powerful tool, carefully designed to answer very specific questions about your data and the processes it represents. Diagnose problems quickly and accurately, pinpointing the root causes of inefficiencies or defects, and communicate findings powerfully to stakeholders, ensuring everyone is on the same page and understands the implications of the data. As we delve deeper and explore the various graphs available in Minitab, always remember this key principle. We're not just mindlessly clicking buttons and generating pretty pictures. We're actively becoming data detectives, carefully examining the evidence to uncover the truth hidden within the numbers. We turn raw, unstructured information into actionable knowledge, transforming data into insights, empowering smarter, more informed decisions in manufacturing environments, customer service operations, or virtually any field imaginable. Good graphs pave the way from raw data to informed decision-making, providing a clear and concise path forward, and Minitab is our reliable vehicle, equipped with all the tools we need to navigate that path successfully. So, let's dive in, get our hands dirty with the data, and see firsthand how data visualization powered by Minitab unlocks the hidden story waiting to be discovered in your data. The journey from confusing data to actionable insight starts right here, right now. Let's get started and transform your data into a powerful tool for understanding and improvement. Excel is great for basic charts, especially when you're just starting out or need a quick visual representation of your data. It's accessible, familiar, and readily available on most computers. You can whip up a bar chart, a pie chart, or a line graph in just a few clicks. But when it comes to serious statistical analysis, the kind that requires depth, precision, and a wide range of tools, it's no match for Minitab. Minitab is in a different league altogether. It's like comparing a bicycle to a high-performance sports car. Both can get you from point A to point B, but one is clearly designed for speed, efficiency, and advanced capabilities. Minitab is purpose-built for analysts, for those who need to delve deep into data, uncover hidden patterns, and make informed decisions based on rigorous statistical methods. It's designed with the analyst's workflow in mind, creating a histogram with a fitted curve, something that can be quite cumbersome in Excel, or a box plot takes just a few clicks. The process is intuitive and streamlined, allowing you to focus on interpreting the results rather than struggling with the software. No manual calculations or hunting for options. Everything you need is readily accessible and clearly labeled. Minitab does the heavy lifting. It automates complex calculations and statistical procedures, freeing you from tedious manual work and reducing the risk of errors. Its graphs are deeply integrated with statistical tools, creating a seamless workflow from visualization to analysis. So you can jump from a scatter plot to regression analysis instantly. The connection between the visual representation and the underlying statistical model is direct and intuitive. In Excel, a chart is often the end, a static image that represents a snapshot of your data. In Minitab, it's the beginning of deeper analysis. It's a starting point for exploring relationships, testing hypotheses, and gaining a deeper understanding of your data. Minitab offers specialized graphs, designed to address specific analytical needs and provide insights that are difficult to obtain with standard chart types. interval plots, individual value plots, which are invaluable for comparing groups and understanding the distribution of individual data points, and quality control charts like IMR or P-charts, essential tools for monitoring processes and identifying sources of variation. Ready to go with proper statistical limits. These limits are automatically calculated based on your data, ensuring that you're using the correct benchmarks for assessing process stability. These aren't just nice-to-haves, they are fundamental tools for anyone serious about data analysis and process improvement. For Six Sigma professionals, they're essential. They provide the foundation for data-driven decision-making and continuous improvement efforts. While Excel can be forced to mimic some of these, often requiring complex workarounds and manual calculations, Minitab delivers them seamlessly. It's designed to handle these types of analyses with ease and efficiency. For quality improvement and data-driven decisions where accuracy and reliability are paramount, Minitab is the clear champion. It provides the tools and capabilities you need to make informed decisions and drive meaningful improvements. Choose the right tool for the job. Don't try to force a square peg into a round hole. Your analysis depends on it. The quality of your insights and the validity of your conclusions are directly tied to the tools you use. With Minitab, you're equipped for the big leagues. You'll have the power and precision you need to tackle even the most challenging analytical problems. Don't settle for less. Your data deserves the best. Let's see what Minitab's graphing arsenal can do. Prepare to be amazed by the breadth and depth of its capabilities. The graph menu in Minitab is your gateway to powerful data visualization. Here, you'll find essential tools like scatter plots for exploring relationships between variables and histograms for understanding data distribution. Box plots let you compare groups at a glance, showing medians, spread, and outliers. Dot plots display every data point, perfect for small data sets. For categorical data, bar charts compare group sizes or means, while pie charts show proportions. Each graph answers a specific question. Are variables related? What's the data's shape? How do groups compare? Statisticians often prefer bar charts over pie charts for clarity. Mastering these options is your first step to visualizing data like a pro. The right graph turns raw numbers into insight. Let's explore how to use them effectively. Some of the most powerful quality tools in Minitab live under Stat. Quality tools. The run chart tracks process data over time, revealing trends, shifts, or unusual patterns, key for spotting instability. The Pareto chart applies the 80-20th rule, showing which causes drive most problems, so you know where to focus improvement. For example, if late deliveries and damaged products make up most complaints, the Pareto chart highlights them instantly. Both charts are vital in Six Sigma's DMAIC process, guiding you to data-driven action. Use them to prioritize, diagnose, and improve with confidence. Quality improvement starts with the right chart. Alright, let's get hands-on and dive into the practical side of things. We're going to walk through the process of creating a scatter plot, step by step, so you can see exactly how it's done. We'll use Minitab to create our scatter plot. Minitab is a powerful statistical software package that makes data visualization straightforward. Let's say, for example, you want to investigate whether the temperature of a chemical reaction has any influence on the purity of the final product. This is a common scenario in many scientific and industrial settings. To do this, you've collected data and organized it into two columns, one for temperature readings and another for the corresponding purity levels. Each row represents a single experiment or observation. Now, to visualize this relationship, go to the Graph menu in Minitab. Then select Scatterplot. This is where the magic begins. In the Scatterplot dialog box, choose the Simple option, as we're creating a basic scatterplot to start. Then click OK to proceed. A new dialog box will appear, asking you to specify the variables for your plot. Assign purity to the Y variable. The Y variable represents the effect or the outcome you're measuring. Next, assign temperature to the X variable. The X variable is typically the cause or the factor you believe might be influencing the Y variable. Once you've assigned your variables, click OK again. Minitab will then work its magic and generate your scatterplot based on the data you provided. In the scatterplot, each dot represents a single data pair, a specific temperature reading and its corresponding purity level. The position of the dot is determined by these two values, and just like that, instantly, you can begin to spot patterns and trends in your data. The visual representation makes it much easier to identify relationships that might not be obvious from looking at the raw numbers alone. If you observe an upward trend in the scatter plot, where the dots generally move from the lower left to the upper right, It indicates a positive correlation between the two variables. Conversely, a downward trend, where the dots move from the upper left to the lower right, suggests a negative correlation. And if the dots appear as a random cloud with no discernible pattern, it implies that there is little to no relationship between the variables you're examining. So, in a matter of seconds, you've transformed raw numerical data into a visual representation that provides valuable insight into the relationship between your variables. This is the true power of data visualization. It allows you to gain quick, clear, and actionable insights that can inform your decision-making process. Now, I encourage you to try it out with your own data and explore the relationships that exist within your datasets. You might be surprised at the patterns and correlations you uncover, relationships that you might have otherwise missed if you were just looking at the numbers. Minitab provides an intuitive platform that makes it easy to move from raw numbers to actionable knowledge, empowering you to make data-driven decisions. Remember, the story of your data is often hidden within the scatter of the points on a graph. So, are you ready to explore another type of graph and unlock even more insights from your data? Let's keep going on this journey of data discovery and learn even more ways to visualize and understand your information. Now let's build a run chart to monitor process stability over time. Imagine tracking the weight of cereal boxes every hour, 25 measurements in a weight column. Go to Stat to Quality Tools. Run Chart. Select Weight as your data column and set subgroup size to 1. Each measurement is a point. Click OK, and Minitab plots your data as a line, with a center line for the median. Instantly, you see trends, shifts, or outliers, signs of process issues. Minitab even flags non-random patterns for you. The run chart is a simple yet powerful diagnostic tool. Use it to catch problems early and keep your process on track. With just a few clicks, you're monitoring quality like a pro. Visualization leads to action. Let's make your data work for you. Ready for the next step? A great graph doesn't just show data, it tells a clear story. Start with a descriptive title. Instead of scatter plot of purity versus temperature, try product purity increases with higher reaction temperature. Use clear axis labels with full names and units. No abbreviations or missing measurements. Edit titles and labels easily in Minitab by double-clicking them. Add subtitles or footnotes for context like data source or date. Use color purposefully. Highlight outliers in red or use distinct colors for different groups, always with a legend. Avoid unnecessary decoration. Clarity is key. The goal is instant understanding, not visual overload. Let the data shine by keeping your design simple and focused. Professional graphs build trust and make your insights stand out. Every detail counts in effective communication. Make your graphs memorable for the right reasons. Before analyzing process data, ensure your measurements are reliable. Gauge R&R studies reveal if variation comes from your process or your measurement system. Minitab streamlines this. Go to Stat. Quality Tools. Gauge Study. Enter your parts, operators, and replicates. And Minitab randomizes the run order for unbiased results. After collecting data, use Minitab's analysis tools to see if your measurement system is trustworthy. Reliable data is the foundation of quality improvement. Turning data into knowledge takes the right tools and techniques. Minitab transforms raw numbers into clear, actionable stories, far beyond what Excel can do. We've covered essential graphs, scatter plots, histograms, box plots, run charts, and Pareto charts, all key to Six Sigma's DMAIC process. Effective graphs need clear titles, labels, and purposeful color. Gauge R&R ensures your data is trustworthy before you analyze. Minitab makes these tasks simple, letting you focus on insights and decisions. The world is full of data. Your ability to visualize and interpret it is more valuable than ever. Open Minitab, explore, and let your data tell its story.